Libra, you are up for the February general energy reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right. So, this is the general reading. I will do love readings and money readings later on throughout the weeks. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. I'm using the karma cards, and then I will use a regular tarot deck to clarify. May I have the energy for Libra for February? May I have the energy for Libra for February? May I have the energy for Libra for February? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? Thank you. Okay, third house. Ideas, short-term thinking, and trips. Who or what is around you? So again, your ideas, short-term thinking, and trips. Who or what is around you? So Libra, you might be doing an audit. I feel like that could have been triggered by Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde, which we're still in right now, by the way, as I'm recording this, Mercury retrograde is about evaluating past relationships and also just evaluating in general. Okay, we're going to take that. Oh, goodness. And then what is this? Sagittarius came out. So some of you might have Sagittarius in your chart, or you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or something may be going on in Sagittarius season. Thank you. What is this? Neptune. That's Pisces energy, is what that is. All right. Actually, set that there. So we've already covered third house. For Sagittarius, it says, your highest ideals, the rules of, get it out to the world. So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're thinking about, hold on, let me change the lighting a little bit. Maybe this is a little bit better. There. Whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever it is that you're thinking about, you want to get it out to the world, is what you want to do. Some of you might be writing a book. Just throwing that out, because Sagittarius, that sign is known because it's connected to Jupiter with marketing, PR, authorship as well. That can be connected to that. So some of you might be writing a book. If you are, you need to hurry up and get it out and do that. Maybe some of you were working on your book during Mercury retrograde, but again, it doesn't have to be that. Now, the part of the rules of and your highest ideals with third house, I feel for some of you, you're looking at your friend circles. And you're like, okay, does this benefit me, or is it a liability? Is it an asset, or is it a liability? Is me associating with this person an asset or a liability? Some of you might be evaluating that. Maybe you feel they don't, they're not in sync with your ideal life, where you don't possibly see them fitting in. Because again, as our lives change, so do our needs. And as we get older, some of the things that we once did, some of the things that we once liked, is not always there anymore. All right. And then also with self-reflection, definitely with Neptune. So Neptune is inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. Neptune is a very deep energy. This is Pisces ruling planet. And I feel, again, some of you were doing a lot of self-reflection during this Mercury retrograde. Don't forget, Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini and of Virgo. Gemini being your fellow air sign. It deals with communication. That's what air is, thoughts and communication. So I really feel over this particular Mercury retrograde, and possibly it could have something to do with Capricorn as well, because don't forget Capricorn is Saturn energy and it's about discipline. And I really feel that you're like, okay, this is what I need to do to set up the life that I want, or to accomplish the goals I'm looking to accomplish as well. So I feel like there was a lot of deep thought. It's still happening. Because again, Mercury doesn't go direct until January the 18th, I think. And they're still post-retrograde for like 7 or 10 days. So, yeah. But I feel Mercury retrograde played a huge role in this energy that I'm picking up. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the tarot and see what comes out. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? That turned over, didn't it, I think? No, it didn't. I thought it did. Now that did. Okay. And thank you. This card keeps on coming out. Wow, it came out. This has come out for your reading. It came out for Virgo's reading, and it came out for Leo's reading. That's 3 signs in a row. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I like that. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, that's your energy. Empress. This came out for Leo as well, too. Some of you might have Leo in your chart. This is what this is. Empress is Libra, Taurus, and Cancer energy. Libra and Taurus because the Empress is Venus. Cancer because the Empress is the mother of the tarot deck, and Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Just so you know. So with your ideas, for some of you, I feel you're gonna put the burdens down. I'm going back to that who and what is around you for the 3rd house. And I feel that you're not going to carry all of this anymore. For some of you, I feel like you carry the responsibility for certain people where you thought they were your responsibility, but they weren't. It wasn't your job to carry them. And some of you might be laying that down. Also, I don't know why this makes me think of the back, too. Some of you, actually, maybe you've had back issues, too, because that's what I think of when I see this card. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. But this is coming to an end, and it's all because of your deep thinking. I feel that you've already recognized that maybe you've overexerted yourself in certain situations where it would have just been best if left alone. And this is 9 of Wands energy, that wounded warrior. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is another example because we have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So this is an example of this cycle preparing to end. you have a new cycle coming in based off of your actions. So you're creating this new cycle in the future where your ships will come in with the Three of Wands. That is what you're creating. And this was a result of deep thought with Neptune. Being aware of things. Not just looking at the surface level. Going below, underneath the surface and seeing what's there. Getting in touch with your downloads, like what you hear, your intuition. And because of that, because you're following your intuition, it's leading you to the Three of Wands. And then, of course, the next step from that is the Four of Wands, which is about stability. So yeah, this deep thought it's a blueprint. I kind of want to say deep thought gives you the blueprint for the future, but that's kind of a long title. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. All right, that's your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.